We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but again, just 1 yard out of it. If you look at this Bronco defense, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 4 up to the 25. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Murray now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. You know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over. Yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. An injury stoppage here and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Down. Smack. Smack.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now a play fake. Lance. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Titans are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. Hits Spears. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 43 rail. Hey, blue. Striker, 3-3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Red, cycle.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Red, yellow.
And Lance will try again on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Black Ultra. Hey, red.
Now Lance again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Green jack.
Lance looks to throw again. He's got his man on the out route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And that'll be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
6 seconds. Ready?
Again, it's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And then coach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 14. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Trouble, 38.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Ready.
Gibson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Hut.
Lance going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trey Lance, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Antonio Gibson, fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Gibson again. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they run the toss to Bigsby. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tank Bigsby, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now 21-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road, How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now.
Now 3rd down and very long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Able to slither by. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll throw now on the final play. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is Gibson, fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Fights him off. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Down.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Running free at the 45. Antonio Gibson inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Antonio Gibson, 88 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Got his man, Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Spears, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big letdown defensively. They had him stop behind the line, but the face mask going to bail the offense out.
And the hand does not have to be up there for too long. Just a little bit of a grab is going to be enough to get the call and the 15 yards against them.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tank Bigsby. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Groupie for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is Gibson, fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the set.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Blue strike.
Here's Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 18. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Black shot. Go red.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Touchdown! Marvin Mims, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out right at the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
But it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal to start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Come on, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And cycle.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Lance now on first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Set, hut.
Now 2nd and 9.
Smash, red. Hut.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Oh, he stays up.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Eagle blue. Ready.
Now Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Red. Yellow.
Again, it's Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Ready.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Lance now on first down. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a handoff to Bigsby. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Titans. Take Bigsby. 30 yards. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Group E able to add the PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Trouble, 38.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And Lance going to throw. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Slide through. Seal, black.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Claws red. Blue strike. Ready?
Lance looks to throw again. He's got it to Gibson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. Here's Lance to throw it. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Trey Lance, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Yellow. Ready.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Broncos 27. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On the carry, Bigsby. Room here to run. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He'll return it from the 6. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lance looking to throw it. Gets this to Gibson. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's 2nd down.
Fight. Zoom black. Blaster, 6. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Black Ultra.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Green Jack. Drill green. Set.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
6. Mega. Needle.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Smith red. Slide blue. Steel black.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Tennessee, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for